Welcome everyone to lesson 4, standard form. So we are now going to be taking a look at the standard form of a linear equation. So as you can see, our first concept is standard form. AX plus BY equals C. Now, it's important to realize that A, B, and C are all going to be replaced with numbers. So these are just stand-ins. But this is the format that we're going to be taking a look at. Now, our first example is converting from standard form to slope-intercept form. The big thing is get y by itself. So we are going to be moving everything to one side so that way y is by itself. So our first one, 10x minus 6y is equal to negative 48. First, we subtract 10x from both sides, and we're left with negative 6y is equal to negative 10x minus 48. And then we finish it off by dividing everything by negative 6. Now, if your slope ends up a fraction, that is completely fine. You just need to make sure it is fully simplified. So we have y is equal to, a negative divided by a negative is positive, and 10 over 6 reduces to 5/3. And then negative 48 divided by negative 6 is plus 8. And there you go. So we have converted from standard form to slope-intercept form. We're now going to do the same thing with 3x plus 2y is equal to 4. Subtract 3x from both sides. 2y is equal to negative 3x plus 4. And finally, divide everything by 2. So we get y is equal to negative 3 halves x plus 2. So that is converting. The next part of standard form we're going to talk about are intercepts. So first, we just have to recall some things about intercepts. To find the x-intercept, we need to plug 0 into y. And then to find the y-intercept, we plug 0 into x. So now we're going to identify a certain intercept in each equation. So this first example, identify the x-intercept of negative 12x minus 7y is equal to 24 as a coordinate point. So that's going to be very important. Make sure you're paying attention to how they want you to put your answers. So we have negative 12x minus 7 times 0, because we're finding the x-intercept, is equal to 24. The 7 cancels out with the 0. So we have negative 12x is equal to 24. Divide by negative 12. And we get x is equal to negative 2. But again, our directions say to write it as a coordinate point. So we write this, x is negative 2, y is 0. All right, our next one, identify the y-intercept of 6x plus 5y is equal to negative 45 as a coordinate point. So we're now talking about the y-intercept. So x becomes 0, which cancels out. So we have 5y is equal to negative 45. Divide by 5. And we get y is equal to negative 9. But again, we want to write this as a coordinate point. So x was 0 and negative 9 is y. Now that we have reminded ourselves about intercepts, now it's time to graph in standard form. There are 3 steps to take when we are graphing in standard form. The first step is to find the x and y intercepts. So we need to find both of them. Then we're going to plot the intercepts. And then finally, connect the intercepts as a line. So fairly easy. Now, if you do not want to find the intercepts, you can always put into y equals mx plus b and graph. But again, you may see that as more work. So I like to follow these 3 steps, and that's how we're going to do the examples in the next video.